Well, good morning. Today is Thursday, August 8th. We are actually in the garage because it's 73 outside, but it's very breezy. And I'm afraid you're going to fall again because you fell last time. And I don't want you to get hurt yourself. Tamsin said she was fine, so that's all that matters. I think she spoke for all of you. I just have a Toronto Expo shirt on today. Nothing fancy. Pay no attention to the mess in the garage because I'd be lost without this refrigerator. When we moved in, the appliances came with the house when we moved in. And we had this refrigerator, and they had left a washer and dryer, and they left the stove. I knew I was going to replace the stove because it wasn't that kind of stove. It was old, and it was like, but I thought, oh, when I opened up that refrigerator and saw how small it was, doesn't that look like a good sized refrigerator? It's really not. It's good enough for a garage, but not for in the house. And then the first time I did laundry, I have a king size bed. The sheets were the only thing that fit in there, like the top and bottom sheet and the pillowcases. Not that I wanted to put more in, but that'll just give you an idea of how small the washer was. So unfortunately, when things start to go, they're going to go. And so we're going to need a washer, dryer, and refrigerator probably all at the same time. I have replaced my oven once because I didn't choose wisely the first time. I wanted a warmer oven, and I wanted 5-burner and blah, 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 all of that. But my next refrigerator, Barrett passed her. I'm getting a refrigerator like that. Because she has it like if you open the one side of the door, you push a button and the door opens in half. You have to check it. I'm going to leave a link to that video because that is one cool ass video or refrigerator. I've never seen one like that before, but that's the kind I want to get. But anyway, enough of the silliness. Today I'm just going to try to eat healthy because we're having Jim's meatloaf. But we'll get to the meatloaf, and I'm going to have scalloped potatoes. We'll get to the scalloped potatoes too. But we do have a birthday today. Tanya D, I think it's Tanya, Tonja. I'm pronouncing it Tanya. Today's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tanya. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And then also when I was looking at my comments last night, it was a little after midnight when I was looking at them. Because you know I don't go to bed till like 1 or 2 in the morning. And I noticed that Susan Edenfield said that it was her birthday. She says, today is my birthday. But it said an hour ago, which meant she would have posted before midnight, which meant I missed her birthday yesterday. And I checked and it wasn't in my calendar. You're in my calendar now. But please put in the comments below if it was actually the 7th or the 8th, so I don't have this mistake next year. Because I'm hoping you're still with me next year so I can sing to you again. So I'm just singing you a regular birthday song. I'm not singing you a belated birthday song. But if you correct me, you'll get an extra song if your birthday really is the 7th. I'll sing you tomorrow a belated one. But as for now, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha, 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 just in case I missed it. You know, it's always when you can start off the day with a song. I always start off the day with a prayer, but to top it off, like the icing on the cake, the cherry on the sundae, is the song. But we have anniversaries also. I had to write them down. Kathy and Joe Coburn, today is their 4th anniversary. 4 years. That's so cool. It's like you're just starting off your journey. Soon enough, you'll be like me and Jim, celebrating 48 years. It goes by in a blink of an eye. It really does. And let me tell you, you're going to go through you are. That's what makes it stronger. Just remember that. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great day. Have a piece of cake, have a nice dinner out, have a good time. And also, Lori Hensley, it's your 31st anniversary. You could give her some pointers too. 31 years, that's pretty good. But you didn't give me your husband's name. And I know you're married because it's your 31st anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. We'll have a happy anniversary. And while we're on the subject of anniversaries, if I have any gay followers that are married and have anniversaries, please let me know. I've told you, I don't judge people by what they do. I judge people by what they do. Let me put it that way. I don't judge by who they are or their sexual choices or the color of their skin or their religion, any of that stuff. Judge it by who you are. And I haven't seen that one gay couple tell me that it's their anniversary, and I don't know if it's just because I don't have any gay couples that are married that are following me, but Jim's cousin was, I got so mad at, more than once I get mad at Jim's sister Barb. Through the whole years, we've had many fights, although we're very close now, but we've had many fights over the years. And Jim's cousin Karen got married to her love of her life, Maggie, and she was going to have a wedding, and Barb told her not to invite us because we didn't like gay people. And then we were at some kind of a party, and she was bringing out her pictures and that, and I said to her, I says, oh, geez, I would have loved to have been there. And she says, yeah, right. And I go, no, really, why? And she says, well, you know, Barb said that you guys don't like gay people. And I go, oh my gosh. I was so mad. We got up, went right to Barb's table, and we had it out. Because don't speak for me. Don't speak for me, never. Never, because that's just not true. But a sad story, but like a story that, like, you know, like they always say, you can forgive, but you never forget. I did forgive her for this, obviously, because we've been very close since then. But when Jim's father was dying, Jim's mother was not close to Jim's father's sister, which was the aunt. And it was like at the final moments, we just knew that Jim's dad was going to pass real soon. And Toots hadn't been there yet. So they called her Toots. I don't know why. That was a nickname she had. But Toots wasn't there yet. And so they were trying to decide whether or not they were going to call her to let her know. You look like you're going to fall there for a minute. Let me fix you, because a breeze is coming into the garage now. But anyway, so I was sitting talking with Barb, and Barb's best friend, whose name was Mary Ann, and we were sitting in the little lobby part, and we were sitting there, and then Jim's mother came out, and she says, well, should we call Toots, and should we call her? And Barb says, well, I don't know, we should have a family meeting about this. And so then Jim's mother says, well, I'm going to go get Bertie and Tom. So she walked off, and so then Mary Ann got up to leave, because Jim wasn't there. Jim was on his way home, was on his way from work. So Mary Ann got up to leave, and Barb said, where are you going? And she says, oh, this seems like a family moment, so I'm going to get up and go. And she says, no, your family, because they'd known each other since childhood. She says, no, your family, you stay. And so then I was still sitting there, and she said, well, what are you doing? And I said, well, what? I'm waiting for the meeting. She said, no, you need to leave. This is a family-only meeting. So I just got up and left, because I wasn't going to cause a scene. I mean, you know, like I'm thinking she's speaking in grief or whatever. And then when Jim got there, he said, well, where is everybody? And I said, oh, they're having a family meeting. And he says, why aren't you there? And I said, well, apparently I'm not family. He says, we've been married for 30 years. I think you're family. Let's go. And so I said, no, I don't want to cause a scene. He says, no, we're going. So then we went, and the meeting was all done, and they had decided they were going to call Toots, and she could come. Wow. And so I know that sounds cruel, but it was a different time, I guess. I don't know. It was just different at that point. And so all through the funeral, whenever Barb would ask Jim for something, Jim would say, well, I don't know, am I family? I don't know, am I family? And she kept saying, what are you talking about? And she went to Bertie, what is he talking about? And Bertie says, I don't know, let's just let it go. That's Jim is Jim, because Jim is Jim. You have to know, Jim is Jim. He's a whole new, I love Jim, but Jim's Jim. I hope that explains it. But anyway, so it was maybe a year later or something, and the subject came up, and I told Barb, and she said, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. She says, I am so sorry. And she was truly apologetic. She truly was sorry. She wasn't just saying it. I could tell she really was sorry. And I forgave her, and but I've never forgotten. So I should move on from that, I guess. But anyway, oh well, I gotta get walking. Let's get a walking. So I will talk to you guys on my way back. It's beautiful. It's nice, and it's 72, and it's a nice little breeze. Although it's very late. It's 10:30. I never walk this late, but I'm looking forward to my walk. So let's go. Let's go for our walk. Okay, I'm back. It was a nice walk because it was a nice breeze. Looking at my flowers, I think they're going to need watering, but it does look like rain. So I think I'm going to wait till later in the day. Maybe after dinner I'll come out. I get the western sun, so they'll have a lot of sun anyhow. But there was a nice breeze. You're probably hearing it now. I'm going to go put the chemicals in the pool, then go in, drink my water, get on with my day. Okay, vegetable platter is on the menu for today with a cup of tea and a glass of water. That was my mother's cup. Day full of memories of my mother today. I started my day with a prayer. I drank 50 ounces of water. My quote is, stay committed to the process and you will stay on track and see success. 23 smart points, 0 for my veggies, the fruit, the berries. Egg, I put egg twice. Tea and water. 2 points for 2 tablespoons of my artichoke dip, 2 points for 2 tablespoons of the queso dip, and 3 points for the Nanan bread. 7-point breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it. I still have 16 points left for my dinner. Okay, I'm going to have some meatloaf. Jim's famous meatloaf. Mm-hmm. World renowned.
World famous.
Oh, world famous. That was it. Oh, you want to tell me your story about your world famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, you can tell.
Well, I'll tell you about it later. But anyway, we're having scalloped potatoes. I have a spinach salad with onions, tomatoes, and a little bit of feta cheese in it. And my potatoes and a dinner roll. And I have a teaspoon of my whipped butter. It is a 18-point dinner, so I went 2 points over. But I'm fine with that. Well, I wanted to share that picture with Sophia and her dad, along with their dog Daisy, because I talked about Daisy on the video that I did earlier about the answering subscriber questions. And I like that picture. I think it's a good picture, especially the one of Christy and Sophia. I thought was a good one. I only ate half of that meatloaf. I didn't realize what a big chunk Jim had cut off for me. And I thought, there's no way I can eat that much meatloaf. That was just way too much meat. So I just put half that. I put that back. Jim will eat it as sandwiches, so that won't be a problem. And then my spinach salad, I actually just ate just now. I didn't eat it at dinner. The potatoes and the half of that little bit of meatloaf and that the dinner roll was more than enough for me. So the salad I just ate. It was very good. But we were talking about Jim always, anything Jim makes is world famous. It doesn't matter what he makes, it's world famous. And when David was littler, Jim used to get him off to school. They would drop him off, and then he would make him his lunch and stuff like that. And so he always told David when he'd make his lunch, he'd always say, well, you're having Papa's world famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so then the one time he was home with his mom, and she said, what do you want for lunch? And she says, I really would like one of Papa's world famous peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And so she called up Jim to find out how he made his world famous peanut butter and jelly sandwich. He says, I put peanut butter and jelly on a piece of bread, put a lid on it, I'm done. So she says, I thought maybe you did something extra special, like cut the crust off or something. He says, no, just peanut butter and jelly. But I just tell him it's world famous. So, I don't think I have any plans. I have Sophia tomorrow, so she'll be able to go for my walk the walk with me. And other than that, not much. We still don't have CBS, so I tried to call tonight about another issue because I got an email from them that said and it looked pretty official. It said it was from AT&T/Yahoo Mail. Your account is under maintenance, and so therefore you cannot receive any emails until you verify that this is your email. And so then I went to click on the email, and then it goes to this address that I've never even heard of, and then it's asking me for my email address and my password. No, I'm not giving you out my password. So I tried to call AT&T to figure out what's going on with that, to let them know that if there really is a scam, and if not, I'll verify with a representative my email that way.
But they never want to know your password, so that kind of sounded fishy to me. But then the wait was like, they said, a 35-minute wait. And I thought, no, I'll call first thing in the morning when there's not as many people. Well, let's face it, people get up way earlier than me, but I'm going to get up and and I want to call. So, okay, no plans. I'm going to probably do a little bit of reading, watch some TV. That's it. So I'll see you guys in the morning.